Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics Non-Classics. This is episode number 607 and Doubleshot number 513. Two Grant Morrison trades. And they are Seven Soldiers, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Everything in these two trades written by Grant Morrison, but the artwork is done by several different artists. In the first trade, the artwork is done by J.H. Williams III, Simon Banshee, I think it's pronounced. I've seen him in comic a couple times. Never had anything autographed from him. Cameron Stewart, Ryan Snook, Friz Irving, and Mick Gray. The following volume has the same artist except for J.H. Williams III. J.H. Williams III only does the Seven Soldiers number 0 one-shot. Yeah, that's literally all he does. The first volume of this thing collects Seven Soldiers Victim number 0, Seven Soldiers Shining Knight 1 through 2, Seven Soldiers Guardian 1 through 2, Seven Soldiers Santana 1 through 2, and Seven Soldiers Caloran the Witch Boy number 1. Yeah. Now, simply put, Santana, basically, this is actually her first series of her own since 1980. She had limited series published in the 80s. It was a forced limited series, and she's had she's had at least two one-shots over the years. One published in 2003, which was published on the Vertigo imprint. And here's something really weird, though. Despite the fact it's published on the Vertigo imprint, you never see Santana in the nude. At all. Nope. Despite the fact it's published under Vertigo, there's no nudity in the comic. I think there's some foul language, but no nudity. In the Santana story, mostly put her story is this. She is doing some shows, and she takes on an apprentice who you actually learn about, more developing her, and of course, interesting that. The Shining Knight, however, is something else. Yeah, this is supposed to be the second version of the Shining Knight. The original one was a guy. This one, despite the fact, look, it's applied to be a transgender character. Yeah, not much was developed with this character. Like, after these miniseries wrapped up, this character didn't really appear that much. And the next time this character appeared in Page of Demon Knights. And after that series ended, that's really much it. Santana pretty much would appear frequently throughout the New 52, even after her miniseries wrapped up. Heck, still appearing to this very day. Now, what about Caloran the Witch Boy? His series is set during the Salem witch trials, implying that this character, now despite the fact this is a character who's created by the late Jack the King Kirby, yeah, not much was known about him aside from the fact that he's an associate of Etrigan Demon, and the fact he lived with him in the actual series. Caloran is in the era of the Salem witch trials, and the artwork in his particular miniseries is done by, let's see if I can find the artist in here. Let's see. Seven Soldiers done by J.H. Williams III, which is really good artwork on his part. Yeah, those are familiar with this guy's artwork from the Batwoman series by Hayden Blackman. Yeah, it's the same artist. Now, who does the other one? Simon Banshee does the Shining Knight series, which is actually pretty good. I actually do enjoy his art style for this particular miniseries. Yeah. Though for some reason they decided about aliens in the Shining Knight for some strange reason. Yeah, I have no idea why. Cameron Stewart does the Guardian series. I'll talk about him in a minute. But he is simply a reporter who works for some big newspaper, and he's basically a licensed he works for them. The Santana miniseries, the artwork is done by Ryan Snook. Mick Gray, despite the fact listed on here, he's just the inker. Yeah, that's basically all he is, the inker. The Caloran Witch Boy series, the artist and the colorist for this series is Friz Irving. Yep. And I gotta hand to this guy. This person is, I think it's a guy. Yeah. This is the artwork for Caloran Witch Boy. It's really, really good. I even like the writing is always really good by Grant Morrison, but the artwork is fantastic. It sells off really well. I think that's it for the artwork. Yeah, and also the Guardian himself. Well, he has some trouble with his girlfriend, though he doesn't get fixed later on. I mean, if you look at the Guardian, he looks like how should I put this? The guy reminds me of RoboCop in a way, except he wears a golden helmet and a bulletproof vest. Let me show you a good picture of what this guy looks like. A full body shot of him. Here he is, the Manhattan Guardian. That's actually in the paper he actually works for. This is what he looks like. He's basically the Jack Kirby character, the Guardian, in SWAT gear. And he's black. Do I have a problem he's black? No, he's actually the second guy who's held named the Guardian who's actually been black. The other was Mal Duncan, the second Guardian over the years. Normally it's been James Harper, the uncle of Roy Harper. Yes, the guy who's known as Red Arrow and Arsenal. He's the original Guardian, though they also cloned him, made him the clone was basically his son, and the guy has had his own daughter and a niece, actually two nieces. He's actually have a niece and a great niece in the form of Leanne Harper. And I got hands to this particular design for the Guardian. It's really good. They keep the helmet and shield, which is very traditional Guardian attire. Keeps the blue, which is normally what you guy wear, but they added like black, big bulky black gloves, black boots. Gives him like a baton and SWAT gear. That's simply put what this guy is wearing. And I got to hand it to Grant Morrison for these particular two miniseries. They're both really good, but by Volume 2, Alec basically collects the entire Guardian series, and I think Shining Knight as well. Volume 2, let's see, Volume 2 collects, if I got the right page here. No, that's not it. This one collects issues 2 and 3 of the Caroline Witchboy miniseries. Shining Knight and Guardian finish up in here, and Zatanna only gets issue 3. Also, they have this outfit where she shows off her chest. Yeah, she actually does wear that in the comic. Yeah, she does. And it's nice the fact by Volume 2 you wrap up 2 characters miniseries. But here's kind of the thing. I don't have Volume 3. I have Volume 4. I don't have Volume 3. So it's not exactly I don't have the complete story. Now, from what I've heard about this series, is that Grant Morrison wanted to set up an ongoing series featuring this team. But that never happened. Now, what do I give these two trades? I give them both 9 out of 10. They're really, really good. And next episode, I'll talk about Volume 4, plus a trade from New 52. I'll talk about those two in the next episode. Okay? But, yeah, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is episode number 608 and Doubleshot number 614. But until I see you all there, bye.